Okay, welcome back everybody to North to South Football. So, one thing I didn't mention before in my first video is the intention I'd like to have for this channel and what we are trying to do here. So, two things. I'm going to go over, break down CFL, NFL, college. Also going to create a video or a channel called Chalk Talk with TO, and that's going to be mainly around the Dallas Cowboys, but be on the lookout for that to come. But what we're going to do on this channel here is we're not only going to break down plays, how the way I see it and how the way I would coach it up, but we're also going to give short little videos of technical techniques and how coaching tips for each position. I won't get to too much of the O-line because I'm not really experienced on O-line techniques and all that kind of stuff and pass protection and how to do it at a really high level. Maybe just as a unit we'll talk about like how they can slide, XYZ, maybe on some run blockings and all that. That'd be fun. But we will talk about the quarterback, we will talk about the receivers, tight ends, the D-line, linebackers, safeties, in the CFL here, halfbacks, which would be like a nickel back in or star position in apex player in the American, and then the cornerback DBs. Okay, so as we get into this one quickly, we want to do a teaching video here. If you see my cursor here on the halfback to, this is balance kind of, it's in the middle of the field here. So to the weak side of the field, because we got one receiver, two receiver, we always count receivers outside in. So this is number one, this is number two, this would be number one. If you see the helmet here, 2, 3, 4. You would call this in NFL just like in the CFL empty. So we got the strong side here with the 4 wide receivers. We got the weak side with the 2 wide receivers here. Okay, so let's focus on the nickelback here, or sorry, the halfback here and the slot. In the CFL, we have what we call is like a waggle, pre-motion. These slot backs can run as fast as they can wherever they want before the snap of the football, but they have to get to the line of scrimmage at the snap of the football is the goal. They can't be passed. You can be behind it, but you don't really want to do that for timing reasons. So let's get into the technical side. As a DB, the DB knows what play is being called. So if you look here at the D line, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys showing on the D line. Okay? He knows, and we'll see it earlier, that this nose tackle here that's standing up, he's going to come in and fake and then drop, but then this linebacker is going to come in and blitz. So it's like a 5-man sim pressure. So I mean, what that means is a 5-man simulated pressure. So we're going to simulate pressure, but at a 5-man. Okay? It's 2nd and 8. So in the CFL, we know that this is like in the NFL, like the 3rd down. So it's 3 downs for 10 yards for the CFL, 4 as a lot of people know in the NFL. So the DB knows here is like, hey, I got a 5-man pressure. This ball, I'm expecting this ball with no running back help here or no tight end help to come in and block. This ball's going to come out quick. So this isn't necessarily a catch technique, but he can, what they call is sit at the sticks. Sit at the sticks, because I know something's going to come fast. If he tries to run like a vertical runner, I can sit and run with him, get into trail technique. I've got this safety behind him to help me out on the most dangerous throw, which is the vertical. Okay? So this slot back here, what he's going to do is he's going to run a 5-yard, 4-yard speed out. In my opinion, he doesn't run it very aggressively as a wide receiver. You want to sprint as fast as you can and then snap your hips down and then get out here and catch the ball, hopefully at the bottom of the numbers, and then take it up. What the corner does here, the halfback, is he like sits on this throw and he makes a very, very athletic play, and he's able to intercept on a diving play. So we'll play it full speed, and then what we see on the broadcast view, and then we'll kind of talk about like what's really happening here. So here we go, just in regular time. Hut, see how slow he is? And then boom. You see the interception there, you're like, oh man, ball's behind him, bad throw by Trevor Harris. I would agree. Let's speed this up a little bit. Great ball, great play by Talbot there, number 25. Throwing motion by Trevor Harris, we don't care. Okay, here we are. You're going to see as I play it that on the telecast they talk about how there's 5 guys here, and we'll get 6 on the D-line here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got this linebacker who's going to come in and replace this 0 technique here. Okay, so we got a 5 technique outside of the tackle. We got a 3 technique in the gap of the guard and the tackle. We have a 0 technique, which is head up on the center. We got a 5 technique here of this number 49, which could be like an outside linebacker, which is probably an outside linebacker. And then we got the defensive end, which I think he plays defensive end, sitting in this 3 technique. And then the middle linebacker here, number 43, he's going to come in and replace. So that's that 5-man sim pressure I was talking about. So let's play it. You're going to see them kind of talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. Number 43, he comes in. See the nose tackle, he's going to look to the strong side because that's where the most players, the most dangerous players are, looking for anything kind of shallow that he can come and sit on. Trevor Harris knows exactly where he wants to go. Look where his eyes are. His eyes are right here looking here. Now, in my opinion, he speeds this up a little bit too much. The offensive line does a great job here of picking this up. We got 5 on 5, that's big on big. Perfect. Trevor Harris stops. And then see how he gets the ball, but see how high he is? I think, in my opinion, the ball comes out a little too early. Doesn't get much power on the ball, velocity. See what I mean? Like what I was saying earlier, like catch it on like the bottom numbers right here. If that ball's got like zip on it, he probably catches the ball's like outside right here. The receiver has got his hands instead of at his face mask or a little bit behind. It's outside here, and that DB has no chance of getting to it. I'm going to slow this down just a tiny bit here, and I'll kind of go over it with what I mean by with Trevor Harris. And we can see the awesome athletic play by Talbot there, the halfback. So let's play it. Catches it. He knows where he's going. He's got the ball at a good level. But boom, see that right here? I think if he takes, again, I'm not a quarterback whisperer, but if he takes one quick little with his front foot, steps underneath him, and then gets that lower base and drives that lower half of him and drives that base underneath him. See how high he is? There's no really power on the football because he's not able to drive that backside foot down. You can't really see it right there. And then drive the ball outside the numbers. You can see it right there. See how it kind of like floats? This is a ball that you want to be like almost right here. Vroom. Vroom. You're right there. You know what I'm saying? And then it hits the guy on the outside. But look at this. This is pretty damn sexy, guys. This is pretty sweet, though. DB's out of position, but doesn't give up on the football. Great play. That's just incredible.